Welcome back to Rockin' Out with your car.
Whoa.
We've got a group messenger, like a group chat on Messenger with my co-workers.
Yeah, a group messenger.
Yeah, that
Group message.
Group messenger. We have a group messenger.
You have a messenger that walks between everyone, and just like a carrier pigeon accepts.
Yeah. Such says this. Well, tell the fucker.
He's like, he like sighs and walks off again.
Yeah.
Doesn't
he has to say it in the exact same way as well. So yeah, so he just goes up to someone that he doesn't actually know and screams at them because he was told to scream.
It's preferable because it's got you can put inflections in it.
Yeah. But one of my co-workers put a picture that says, "Get out your dicks. It's almost Friday." So it was out on Thursday when I realised that I was watching Venom, the movie.
You watched Venom?
Yep.
What do you think of Venom?
I think it's a good movie.
Yeah.
Actually, I paused it and then I went to sleep, and the next time that I watched it, I started watching it and I'm like, this isn't as good as I remember it being. I liked the whole movie before that. I'm gonna spoil Venom for anyone who hasn't seen it.
Okay. Let's definitely put a spoiler warning out.
And
even though you just literally said one out loud.
It's like, the girl becomes Venom as well. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm starting to not enjoy this now.
Like, that's stupid.
Yeah, the rest of it's stupid.
I've never seen it.
The bits that I like are like the bits that are supposed to be scary are kind of funny. because
that's not supposed to happen.
Yeah, I don't think it's. I think maybe it's kind of the intention of it. I think it's supposed to be that it's scary and funny, and that makes it enjoyable rather than you getting the pants scared off of you. Because I guess it's scary because it's Venom and he's scary.
Is he really though?
Yeah, well that's sort of the idea of it, I guess, is that like
maybe
he's scary goofy, and maybe they nailed it.
Maybe it's just me, but like his design is like definitive. I don't know how to make a scary character, so I'm just gonna give him like a lot of teeth and kind of weird eyes, and like sharp claws, kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, there was a few goofy bits. There was like this bit where Eddie Brock's got this neighbor who's like this asshole kind of guy, who like he plays like his loud guitar, and he's making out with his girlfriend in the hallway and shit like that. And like Eddie's down in the dumps, he's having a rough time. He sees that and he's like, I hate this guy, I wish he died. That bit with Eddie Brock and his neighbor, like his neighbor was annoying, and then Venom gets onto Eddie, and he takes over Eddie, and then Eddie's like, the guitar starts, and that's like really sensitive to Venom, and it hurts them, the symbiotes. They go over to the neighbor, and like Eddie's like, hey, can you stop all that noise? It's really pissing me off. And the neighbor's like, yeah, sure, bro, whatever. He closes the door, and then he starts it up again, and then he bangs on the door louder, and he's like, you really need to stop it, you're pissing me off. He like screams at him, and then he does like this eye bulge thing, and that was like the goofiest scary face. And I think that is the point of the movie, is that they know the Venom's like this goofy, scary character.
So yeah, that's kind of what I've heard, is that like it's not a good film, but it is kind of funny and like fun in a ridiculous, stupid kind of way.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it's kind of intriguing. I haven't seen it. I don't know if I want to.
Yeah. Well, I watched it because there's like 4 movies that I want to see in November, and so. One of them is the new Venom movie.
Yeah, Carnage or whatever.
Yeah,
which I've heard is like basically like Venom but more, so like crazier. So it's less good but more crazy fun. I've heard.
Well, it's like a psychopath with the symbiote.
Yeah.
I don't know, because like when I watched Shang-Chi, there was a bunch of trailers. That's how I end up going to watch more movies, is by going to watch a movie, then there's trailers, and I'm like, I want to watch that movie.
That's the point of trailers, right?
Yeah.
There's a few movies I wanted to watch. The Dune movie has come out everywhere in the world except for Australia.
Alright.
because apparently something related to COVID, but I don't think there's any actual explanation. It just kind of is vaguely related to it. We are not getting it until December, but everyone else is getting it right now. And it's like, oh, it's like one of the few films that I was interested in seeing.
Yeah.
Ooh, we were going to watch it the other day, and it's like, nope.
Has it got, is it Timothy Chalamet or something in it?
It's got a lot of...
Because I heard that
A-list
he's
actors.
cast for the new Willy Wonka.
There's a new Willy Wonka?
There's a
I
new
know,
Willy
I think I
Wonka
did
movie
hear
coming
about
out.
that. Yeah, I'm actually weirdly behind on films. I keep finding out about films like ages after. It's probably because of all the COVID delays, but
Yeah.
like for instance, there's like a Batman film with what's his name, Twilight guy, who like I don't like calling Twilight.
The
Man.
Batman.
Yeah, and I didn't even know that was like a thing. I mean, I knew it was a thing. I didn't know that it was like a trailer released like a year and a half ago. I was like,
Yeah.
oh my god, like how did I not know? And June I only found out a couple months ago as well.
Yeah.
So, Jesus.
Oh, I found out about June in like the early mid last year.
I mean, like, I've never read the books, and I probably never will. But
I'm a little bit through one of the books, called Chapter House. But it's like very sci-fi, that stuff, the books. Makes me kind of want to like if I go back to it, I want to start with the first book because I feel like you got to start from the start, otherwise you get so much overcomplicated stuff. There's so much. It's got its own universe. There's so much stuff you got to learn about, and you kind of have to chuck yourself into it to really get into it. Otherwise, going bit by bit, you won't really appreciate it as much. I guess it's like Dungeons and Dragons. Whereas, like, if you're an outsider and you haven't played a game of Dungeons and Dragons, you're not going to get into it until you actually commit to a full campaign and do it.
I have so many problems with Dungeons and Dragons. I've been asked to be in them all the time,
Yeah.
and I just can't do it, man.
Yeah,
I just,
our
like-
group was gonna do one, and then there was like so many different scheduling clashes. all
Well,
the
that's the
time.
number one thing. Is like it's so hard organizing
Yeah.
people together. But also, like I played the game once, and like I've told other people who are super into D&D this, and apparently my first experience was really bad because
Oh.
our DM was incompetent and didn't know what they were doing,
Yeah.
and kind of made things like unfair and bad, and yeah, it kind of ruined my experience, and I don't know, it just put me off. Like I think to myself, if I ever wanted to do D&D, I'd want to be a DM. I want to create a world.
Yeah.
You know? Reuse all my old edited ideas in a cool, creative way.
Yeah.
But
Maybe we could do that in our Pokemon Gold series.
just do a D&D campaign at the
That's
same
what
time.
yeah, that was the thing that you said that we should do.
Did I?
Yeah. You said it in Twilight Princess. You were like, if we're gonna do this crazy Pokemon Gold idea, we might as well go like full ham into it if we're gonna be staying awake all night. We'll just do a D&D campaign. That's what we did in Civ 5. We played Mario.
That's what I was channeling, I think.
Yeah.
When I was playing Mario Land on your Game Boy in the background.
Yeah, Super Mario Brothers Deluxe,
Mario.
where you can press select and change to Luigi. It's crazy. Because I think they added multiplayer, so they're like, let's add another Mario. And they called him Luigi. He's the Green Mario.
There's the...
Green, Blue Mario, Blue Mario, Red Mario, Captain Mario.
Captain Mario. American Mario.
What's Jack's Films doing now?
You know, more blindy eyes. He hasn't done Jackass in a while.
Yeah.
His videos haven't been interesting me as much recently. I've been watching all of them still, but some of them are kind of like, eh. Like, he did this video where it's like, Aaron guesses anime or something like that.
Oh.
That came out recently.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, that's interesting. And I watched it and she's not in it. Like, she's in the background talking, but you can't see her. And I'm like,
Oh, that's not the video then.
yeah, that's what I mean. I'm like, I feel like this is weirdly false advertising.
Yeah.
Like, she doesn't like being on camera, apparently, because she's sensitive about her appearance, which is fine. But I don't know, it just feels kind of clickbaity to me.
is that your assumption or is that something?
That's been confirmed.
Okay.
Because there was a Jackass that she was in,
Yep.
and like people were apparently making fun of her appearance,
Oh.
and Jack actually took the video down,
Oh.
and now she doesn't want to be in anything physically
Oh.
anymore.
That's a shame.
I don't know. But then I feel like, but you're still gonna make videos where, like, about her, but she's gonna be in it as like a disembodied voice that's not mic'd up. Like, I don't know. This seems weird to me.
Yeah. I guess that's something that I'm also sort of worried, well, maybe not worried about, that I've sort of considered in doing face cam stuff or showing my face on YouTube is that people are gonna comment on my looks
Yeah.
because I'm showing my looks.
You never know what people are going to say. But
Yeah.
this is what I'm going to say. And this is probably... This is might be kind of mean,
Yeah.
but it's kind of the way I look at it. And, you know, the way I see it is if you get comments on YouTube that are really harsh
Mm.
and you're like, this is awful and I don't want to be on it,
Yeah.
then you probably shouldn't be
Yeah. Well,
a
don't.
content creator online.
Yeah.
And that's not me trying to discourage people as much as it is just me saying, like, you're going to get hate comments and people are going to talk about shit that you don't like and they're going to offend you and they're going to like they're gonna rake you over the coals regardless of how nice and wholesome and good and your content is. People are going to do it, and that's just I say it comes with the job. That doesn't mean you can't be offended. You definitely can, but if you think you can't handle it, then I don't know. I don't know if it's the best idea. That's basically my point, because it's just part of the job. It's not a good part.
Yeah.
It's bad that it happens, but yeah.
I don't think I've had actual hate comments before.
Well, do you think you'd be able to handle them?
Maybe. I don't know. I've been on YouTube for a while. I've heard there's some pretty awful comments out there.
Yeah.
So, just roll with the punches, see what happens.
I think I've told you this before, I'm not sure, but I hate comments, they don't bother me at all.
Yeah.
What does bother me is a hate comment based on something that isn't true.
Is this your science comment?
Science, and also I was thinking about it just last night, funnily enough, when I made the Sniper vs. Spy update videos. I'll talk about it next time, but first let's get this freaking rock out of this present. Whoa. Bada bing, there it is. It's a starfish. Alright, goodbye.
Yep, bye-bye.